Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to solve LeetCode hard problem number 407. The problem is actually trapping rainwater, and it's a second problem because first problem is in 2D problem. This is the 3D problem. So we have the problem is we have given a matrix which actually show the height of uh, coordinates of the graph, you can say. This is the matrix 3 into 6 height map. So every, like, this coordinate is 0 0, suppose, or this coordinate, if you take 0 0, this is 1 0, this is 0 1, and so on, and the height of that coordinate is given. So we have to find how much water it can collect. So basically in this problem, what we have to do, we have the water will be collected that the lowest height of this map from the surrounding area, that will be the water that we can collect. So for that we will use a min heap of the height so that we can get the minimum height of that whole matrix, and then we will try to navigate the surrounding, and then we will fill up the water. So basically from the min heap we will first take out the lowest height thing, and we will check if there is any unvisited neighbor, means in all four direction, like uh, x plus 1, x minus 1, y plus 1, y minus 1. So in all four neighbors, and if whatever the value will be, that can be we can add into the water, whatever the minimum. Yeah, so for solving a problem we need two things. One is a mean cube, and other is a visiting matrix, like which cell has been visited. So the mean heap that we are going to use is basically should consist of three items, like height of the matrix and the coordinate of the matrix. So in C++, for heap implementation, there is a priority queue uh, library, and for taking all three data points together, we will use a tuple, and then we sort this priority queue on the basis of height, and in the tuple we have height, x coordinate, y coordinate, and then we will do the things. Okay, so let's start coding. So first we will try to get the size of this height map. So basically it will give us number of rows. If number of rows is 0, right, if it is 0, then we can't do anything, so we will return 0. This is the boundary condition. Then we have also to find the number of columns, so we can get by how much the size of first row. So now we have the number of rows, number of columns. Okay, so uh, basically we will use a priority queue, right? Priority queue, uh, which will consider a tuple of three integer, right? Tuple of three integer. First we will consider it as a height, then x coordinate, then y coordinate. So these three things we need. Now as we need a mean heap, and also we need our own comparator to show which tuple should be in the low priority and which tuple should be in high priority. So that we have to do. So as the syntax of this, we have to write all these details, like it will contain This is the syntax of parity key. Now we have to create our own class that basically compare the two tuple. So suppose I have to create one yeah, migrator, this thing. So I have to create this class. So let's create this class which basically compare between the two tuple. So if we are going to create that, we have to basically write a method called operator which will take two parameter, means two tuple, and both like should be const. So two tuple. So suppose this is argument 1, then there is a argument 2. Okay, then we have to return which we want to say. So we want mean heap, so we will return and we are doing on so basically get 0 arg1 means the argument 1 is the tuple name, and 0 means the first element of this tuple. So basically in first element we are putting the height, and in second x coordinate, and third y coordinate. So this is basically the height of first tuple. So height of first tuple if it is greater than height of second tuple. Okay. Now as oh, this why have we added, yeah, so it will just give this thing. Now what we want to do, we should have a visiting this uh, matrix. So we will take vector of type bool. We name it as a visited, and the number of rows is like n, and then every row consists of a vector of bool of size m, and initialize all as a false. Okay. Okay, now we have a mean heap and we have a visited matrix. Now what we have to do, we have to push into the mean heap, and the so we will start row wise. So we will start from first row to last row, and we will push. Basically we will make a tuple of which height map height and 0, and we will push I and 0. So basically what we are doing here, we are pushing the first element of every row, that means the first column you can say of the matrix, and also we are making it as a visited of I0 as true. In the similar fashion we will also make the last column, we will push the last column also. So we are pushing the first column, then the last column, okay, And similarly we have to make this true also. So first column and last column we are push. So basically in first part we are pushing the outermost region of the matrix in the parity queue, like first column, last column, then we will enter the first row and the last row. So now we will iterate through, like for every column. Now we will push to now we will push first row, so 0j and make it as a visited. Because the all the boundary value of the matrix can't hold any water. Now we will push the last row. And also make it visited. Okay, now we have pushed the all the four, like first complete row, last row, first column and the last column. Now from any we will start from the priority queue from the minimum height. So now we have to visit in all the neighboring states. So neighboring state means either you can move in the four direction. So we will take two array of size 4, so which basically describe in which direction we want to move. So direction x and direction y supposed to move in all the other directions. Like if you want to move downward, then 0 minus 1 will be one combination. If you go upward, 0 1 will be combination, and so on. So yeah, so if we move towards down towards y, then 0 minus 1 will be one direction. If we go like plus one step in the y-axis, 0 1, minus one step in the x-axis, plus one step in x-axis. So these four combinations are there. Okay, now water variable, so that we will get the final answer. Now we will pop the element until the priority queue is not empty. So yeah, so we will just save the details in tuple. So we will get the top element. We can pop, because top will give the top element, so we have to pop the element also. And from t we have to fetch the height x coordinate, y coordinate. So int height equal to get 0 of what, of t. Int x equal to get 1 of tuple t. Similarly int y equal to get from tuple. So now we have the height x coordinate, y coordinate. Now we can travel in all the four neighboring direction. So we will iterate through all the four neighboring direction. So new x will be x plus direction of x of I, new y will be whatever current y, and in the direction of y whatever the I value. So we have now new x and new y. Now we have to check whether this nx and ny is valid and whether it has not been earlier visited. If it is visited, then we don't have to do anything. If it is not visited, then we have to get the water content that it can hold. So first we will check whether nx is valid or not. So if nx should be greater than equal to 0, nx should be less than n, uh, then the new y should be greater than equal to 0, and new y should be less than m, and we have to check that it should not be the visited. So after checking this condition, we can get the water content. So getting the water content is like whatever the height of new x and new y, means the neighbor, and whatever the height of that current node. So means if the height of current node is you can say neighboring node should be less than, only we can hold. So basically if it should be minus of height minus the current visiting node should be less. So height minus height map of nx and ny. So basically what it does is like we from one node, from the minimum node we travel to the neighboring node. So neighboring node height should be less than the current node, then only we can hold water, otherwise we can't hold any water. So basically this thing we can also make a statement like this if it seems confusing. If like height is you can say greater than height map of nx and ny, if it is greater, then we can add water, the difference between these two. Okay, now we got the water content. Now we have to push the neighboring coordinate. So make tuple here the height map. Now while pushing, as if water is some water is added, then we have to also consider that water, correct? So what will we push, like if there is a water, then it has been added that water. So basically whatever the maximum of height or this thing, because suppose if height is minimum, then we add this much water, so then it becomes the uh, this thing. So if height is greater, so we will, this is less, so in that if we will add water, it comes to this height only. So whichever is the maximum, because after adding water in the neighboring node, its height become same. So whichever the maximum, we can take this and you can push this thing, or here you can also put like uh, yeah, it's a max, because if it is the height of this is less, then obviously after adding water it becomes this one. So we have to consider this one. If height of a neighboring node is greater, then we will not contain any water, and its height will be this one only. So yeah, so if the height of the neighboring node is higher than the current node height, then there is no need to add water, so their height will be same. But if height is of neighboring node is less, then we will add water, so the current height will be like the whatever the height of neighboring node plus water, that means that is equal to the height. So that's why we are making it as a max of this and height and the height of neighboring node. And we will also make the this thing as a visited, so that we can't we should not visit it next time. Now yeah, so so it is finished. So we will just return the water variable. So we'll give run the code and let's see. Oh, some okay, I have mistyped some. Okay, tuple is tuple. I have given wrong name, that's why. Okay, try again. So here output is as per the expected one, so try to submit the code. Let's see. Okay, so it's wrong. Okay, it is failing, so we have to check why it's failing. So here n we got, m we got, declare the parity queue. Here we are pushing the first column, last column, 0 to n. Oh, so here we don't have to go until m minus 1 because the last column has already been pushed, so we have to go until m minus 2 only. Let's try. Okay, what is the problem? Okay, I think this pop we can give a try. Might be this is creating issue because after popping we are not able to fetch the result from tuple. Yeah, so it's accepted. So what we have done basically, the problem was that we have given a matrix with height and we have to get the maximum water that it can hold. So what we have done, we have just taken a mean heap which contains a tuple of three things. One is height, other two is x coordinate and y coordinate of the that height matrix, and we are also using a visited matrix which actually so that whether we have visited this cell or not. So initially we try to push all the corner cells of the matrix, like first row, first column, last row and the last column. So from this loop we have actually inserted the first column and the last column, and from this we have inserted the first row and the last row. So we have pushed the this into the mean heap and also make the visited as a flag true, because in these all the corner cells we can't add any water. And then we have from one cell we can go in all possible four directions, so that we are taking as a direction x and direction y, and we are just popping the element until the priority queue is not empty, and we are going to the neighboring node by having a new coordinate nx and ny, and we are also checking whether it should be valid coordinate. And then if it is not visited, then we will check whether the height of the neighboring is less or not. If it is less, then that means there will be some water in the neighboring node, and what will be the water content? It will be the height minus this thing. And then we will push the neighboring node also. So pushing the neighboring node, the position will be nx and ny, but the height of the neighboring node, it depends. Like if it has the height more than the previous, like current cell height, then it will consider it this one. But if neighboring node height is less than the current node height, then we fill the water. Then we are considering that at least the neighboring node height becomes equal to water basically. That is basically height, because if we add water plus this, it becomes the height. So that's why we are taking the maximum of height and height map of this thing and making it as a true.